ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down there?
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Run. He's coming. Double up.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. That is caught. It's Perriman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Kill. Check safety. Check the backer. Kill. Come on now. Let's go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Go. Ready? Wild Phil. Here comes to me. It's me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Check team on it. Good team on it. All right, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got to step it up. Show it up. Show it.
Throwing his Wentz. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Touchdown, Eagles.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. A big play there out of Kamara. 57 yards on the ground. Obviously, so much on the line here. Everything on the line this season. So important to get off to a hot start. That run certainly helps.
Definitely provided it. Nothing different than what they've seen all year long. They want to continue to ride that momentum.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Good. 52. Right. 52. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Watch 52. 52.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Great 15. Great 15. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go. Let's go.
Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now a handoff looking right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing on second and 8. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, empty. Empty.
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch out.
Watch out.
Now they try the right side here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jannard Avery. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Third down. 3rd and 12.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check 52's the mark. Let's go. 52's the mark. Here we go. Here I come.
My 52, my 52. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
I'm here all day.
Other side. Solid.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ricky. No, Mike 52, Mike 52. I got one. Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Mike 5'9", You're not ready. Watch that.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Running with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check back. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 52.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Heavy on the edges. Who's that? Is that yours? Wahoo. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got you, boy. Mike, 53.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jannard Avery, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Great.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. That is caught at the 7. That's good for 28 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Now Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Check.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Bravo.
Wentz now to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go. I need one over here. 53's the mic.
This is Grant. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You got nothing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 52. Coming to you.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his tight end Fant. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here we go, D. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey. Danny. 52's the mark.
Looking to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Rip right. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Check, 52's the mic. Try to.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is the tight end Fant. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Fant, 37 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
It's accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, 59. Here we go. Go. Mike 59. I got you, son.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You don't want pick up the ball.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yeah. You don't want none. Spot bomb. No. F-O. Right, check. 59. Hey, watch the ball. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Hey,
They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Mike 52. Check. No. Check that. We want Mike 52.
Back to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. That's it. Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Hey, I 7.
Squeeze, double.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. That is caught. It's Perriman. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Wentz now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here we go. 280. Wait, empty.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. He can't hang.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 52.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Second and long. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill.
Let's find 2, let's find 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Check 3. Hey.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Killing and did it again, but the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad.